Hey, what's going on?
Oh,
What's up? What's up?
how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. It's the first. Although I did have to work today, I'm blessed and thankful to be here.
Right,
Sitting here
exactly.
with you. You know what I'm saying? Especially what we've been going through.
Right.
Uh,
It was crazy.
so this is my first time going back live since my last season, and I see they done updated IG live and all of that.
I've never done it, so I have no idea what's even going
You
on.
never been on live?
Uh-uh.
It's surprising how many people is very active on this Instagram platform, but never been live. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah, I've never been live, ever.
Never been live.
Okay.
Let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and share this. And you can share it to all of your followers or anyone that you may think would be
Let's see.
interested in tapping in. But I'm just going through right now and sharing this.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get a crowd in here. Um, Definitely got to get a crowd in here, but we still gonna rock out either way. Um, how your 2021 done kicked off?
It was good. I went out with my best friend yesterday, so
Okay,
tired. Still trying. But yeah, I
still
did
recovering.
basically.
I feel you. I feel you. What y'all get into?
We went to dinner at this place called Cut Steakhouse in downtown Atlanta, and then we went to like a small bar lounge called Blue Cantina.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I've heard of Blue. I done been in Blue Cantina, but
oh really? Yeah, so we went there
yeah,
yesterday.
Cut
So,
Steakhouse. I haven't heard of it. I do, tap into your page pretty often, so I saw that there, and I might
yeah.
need to explore that. I'm definitely growing into trying different restaurants.
Hmm.
Like, I changed up my eating habits, but I'd rather get out there and try some different foods. Let's see
It was
here.
definitely good, so you should try it. It was definitely good.
Well, see, I ain't a fan of the meat no more. You know,
Oh, okay. So you're one of okay.
yeah, I'm one of them
You one
guys.
of them. You one of them.
I'm one of them.
Do you feel the
Uh,
difference?
I feel more energy. I don't feel like I have to go and eat a big meal to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? To satisfy my hunger, but you know. Well, it does, but I need to, be more dedicated and be more into, working out more,
Yeah.
to really see that change or the results that it can provide.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Watch this. Oh, boom, boom, boom. All right, cool, cool. Oh man, Nilly in there, man. Nilly, he's a good friend. Excuse me, good friend of mine. He a rapper. He is an artist, a musician, entertainer. And
Okay.
he moved out here to Atlanta. And having a what is it called? Album release. I think the album release tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, tap into his music if you never had.
Will do.
Got some good things going. So we gonna tap in here. We got some people. Tasty Spoon. Hey, shout out to Tasty Spoon, man. I went and ate there a few days ago. And boy, I had the jerk salmon and shrimp pasta.
Mhm. It was good.
Well, hey, look, it was $18, but I had no I hadn't even thought like, man, forget that. I'm spending this 18. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Yeah.
go there and spend that 18 every time for that.
Yeah. Because it was that good.
It was that good. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't even finish it all because it was that good. I needed some for later.
Right. Right. Right.
I needed some for later. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. For those who have tapped in, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and joining tonight. Go ahead and hit that paper airplane down there at the bottom. Send us to everybody you know. Tap that paper airplane and send us out to them. And we're gonna grow this crowd while we on this live tonight. While we rocking out tonight. What our very special guest, probably fascinate everybody on this live. Let my uncle tell you. Let my uncle tell you that's tapped in right now. He gonna disagree, but I think I like you over anybody in this. What's up, Ma? So like I said, we're gonna rock out. Happy New Year's to everybody. It is January 1st, 2021. You guys, we're here. It's here. 2021 is here. We've been through a crazy year of 2020. We were running away from it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't going nowhere. And you know, I would say 2021 is here, and we gonna attack this thing full speed. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna turn away from it. Great things are gonna happen this year for all of us. Just keep your head down and keep working. You know what I'm saying? We gonna break through, and we gonna make things happen and shake this year. My uncle say she don't want no smoke.
She don't want no smoke. Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna let that be between y'all two. I know I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. But like I said, Happy New Year's. It is January 1st, and we are bouncing back with season 2 of If Factor Friday Live. And I wanted to pop it off with our first woman, our first lady guest.
Oh, really? I didn't know I was first. Okay.
You are the first lady guest, you know, so this is very special to me, you know what I'm saying? And I greatly appreciate you for allowing me this opportunity to speak with you and share your story. So I just want to give a little background. Season 1 went amazing. Did 21 live shows during season 1, spoke to a lot of current and former athletes who shared their story, which I thought definitely inspire all of us. I definitely took something away from each and every last one of those lives, and been working to apply it to my daily life every day. You know what I'm saying? And again, just to piggyback off that, that is the reason why I am hosting If Factor Friday Live, to shed light on these backstories from our favorite pro athletes, current and former. You know, we tend to support athletes. We tend to follow them and look up to them. And I think mainly it's because of their success that we see. You know, we don't never see the off the field success. We never see the hours that they put in working out. We never see the school work and the grades that they had to maintain and uphold. You know what I'm saying? To qualify for the professional level. You know what I'm saying? I think grades are definitely a huge qualifier to anything else outside of you know, school and education when it comes to furthering your career. So with that being said, y'all, I have our first lady here tonight with us to shed light on her testimony and her story regarding what it took for her to become a pro track athlete. So with that being said, I'm going to transition it over to her and allow her to introduce herself. Tell us a little bit about yourself very briefly. Just let us know your first and last name, where you're from, where you went to college, and some of your pro career activities you got going on.
All right, well, I'm T'sheila Mungo. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, but I now reside in Atlanta, Georgia. So I started running track when I was about 11 years old for AAU summer track team. And I just stuck with it. So I ran all the way through middle school, ran through high school, got a full ride to UNC Charlotte, which is where I went back home in North Carolina. Then after I graduated, I wanted to continue to pursue my Olympic dream. So I moved down to Atlanta and started training under Olympian Dwight Phillips, who I now train under. So I participate in like professional track meets where I can potentially qualify for the Olympics, which is really my main goal. And track is a little different. It's not a team sport. So you're basically running on your own until you're trying to qualify for like a world championship meet or like an Olympic meet, because then you'll run under your respective team or country.
Mm-hmm. So, that's different there. So you said from North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah. You got a full ride scholarship offer to North Carolina, Charlotte,
UNC
49ers.
Yeah,
UNC Charlotte. Gotcha. Cool. Speaking to you, you say, because I got a little bit of background, a little bit of info on North Carolina, Charlotte. Again, I got a background of playing football, and I remember the 49ers when I was playing. I played at ODU, and I can't remember if we played them or not, but again, just heard them a little bit. I think we did play them. I think we did.
What were you there?
What year was I? Old Dominion?
Yeah.
2010 to 2013. I believe we did. I think y'all like slid and y'all
slipped. First, because the team didn't come into my junior year, so like 13, 14 was the first year that we ever had a football team.
Gotcha. So yeah, that was my last year at Old Dominion. And I think y'all may have snuck into the playoffs. I think because we played y'all in the playoffs that year. So.
Maybe I can't even remember. Y'all probably
Yeah. But so great. You say you started running track at the age of 11. Was track your first love? What other sports were you involved in?
So at a young age, my parents put me and my brother like in sports early. So before 11, I cheerleaded, I played soccer, I played basketball, I played softball, and I think soccer was my thing mainly, but I think I only really liked soccer because I like to run. So for the long run,
You
like
like to run.
yeah, I love to run, and so
You
that's why I
different.
really love soccer. So like soccer was, out of all the sports I did, soccer was my favorite until track. So I kept begging my dad, I said, "Dad, please put me in track, please put me in track." So he finally did like 2 years later after I asked him, and I stuck with it. He told me he was scared to put me in because he thought I would suck, which is so funny to me because it was
Right.
the complete opposite.
Oh, you
I
made him eat his
excelled at it.
words.
Like I excelled at it, so I'm like, wow, Dad, like you were scared.
Right. Thanks for the motivation. That's what you say.
Right.
Thanks for the motivation, Dad.
Like,
Uh,
no.
but you said that you were begging your dad to put you in track. You know that I never beg. I never asked to be put in track. And I regret the one time, my one and only that I can remember experience in asking to run on that track. Mm-mm-mm. Like I'm glad some of my homies ain't tapped into the live right now because they'll probably be going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Me bringing up that track story and they probably try to spill the beans on it, but I ain't gonna touch on that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna touch on that. But yeah. So like you said, you were begging your dad to join track and get in the track, in which from my eyes, it tends to be, reversed a little bit, when you're playing other sports, right? So a lot of athletes would like to run track to help them excel or, generate speed for whatever sport, basketball, football, whatever it is, this and that. But you wanted to take off and, all day was going on. You wanted to take off a track. I commend you for that because again, you excel. You generated success. You are now at the professional level of running, out there competing with some of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I saw, well, not what I saw, but I posted earlier this week that you represented the USA. You represent the United States of America. I think that's fire. You know what I'm saying? To be able to represent the U.S. And run track. That's different. Again, you said it's individual. So we're gonna dive into that a little bit more in a minute. But just tell me what it was like. Transitioning from amateur with track going into like high school and things of that nature. There, how did you grow into wanting to love track?
It's so crazy because I just felt like you said, most people don't beg to run, but track is like I would say like punishment for some teams. Like during basketball, football, like your coach makes you run when you're late, or they make you run when you do something wrong. Like your punishment is my passion. So I just love to run. It's just a crazy feeling. Like, and I think I love track because it's an individual sport and I control it. I don't have to necessarily depend on the team unless someone be late. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't do good in my race, ultimately it's on me, and I love having that control. So when I was younger, I finally got put in track at 11 years old. I ran for the Charlotte Flight track club back home in Charlotte, and from day one I just knew I wanted to be the best. I just wanted to be number one, and I would do anything to get to that point. So started to run. I think my best friend, she was on the live, but she ran with me too back then. And like at first I wasn't the greatest, but I worked hard. So every year I kept getting better and better. Like some of the girls that would beat me in the 6th and 7th grade, as years went on, I started to slowly pass them. So for me, I've always been a hard worker. So running track was never super hard for me because you get out what you put in. Mm-hmm. So even in high school, in the 9th grade, I was excelling. You know what I'm saying? Once I first got to high school, I was beating like the 11th, 12th graders. So because I just felt like I had that desire and that work ethic that a lot of them didn't have.
So you had the work ethic, you had the grind, you had that passion for wanting to do it. But let me ask you. Mm-hmm. The main question, was obviously speak for itself now, but back then, were you just faster than everybody or were you slow? You know what I'm saying? Was this something that you gradually gained speed, or you jumped out the gate like, I want to go run track because I know I'm fast and I'm like that?
So from soccer, I was fast and I knew that from soccer, but soccer fast and track fast are two different things. So when I first got out there, running track, I wasn't beating everybody. No, I wasn't. Mm-hmm. I wasn't slow, but I wasn't super fast either. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of right there in the middle, like, okay, she got potential. If she keeps working, she could grow. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where I was at. And that's exactly what I did. Like, I kept working. Like, if there was somebody faster than me, that would motivate me to just keep going harder. So yeah, I was not the fastest at all at first, but with every year, like I literally got faster every single year, because I kept working. I wanted to be the best.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, and I'm gonna tap right back into that right there. Hey, shout out to everybody who tapping in right now. I appreciate y'all. We have Pro Track Star T'sheila Mungo here on the live, sharing her true testimony with us. And also we're gonna get to her If Factor later on toward the end of the call. But I greatly appreciate y'all for tapping in. Please hit that paper airplane at the bottom. Send this out to all your friends and family, your track stars, your track athletes, your football players who need to run track. Who need to run track for that speed, at that next level, taking to the next level. Go ahead and drop some, hit those hearts down at the bottom right. T'sheila is our first lady on our If Factor Friday live show. So go ahead and definitely show us some love and show both of us some love throughout this call. Any diamonds and gems that we're dropping and speaking on tonight, go ahead and please don't hesitate to hit that heart and show us some love. Let us use that as fuel and motivation to keep giving y'all, what y'all need. So T'sheila, you said that give me a second. Cause I relate to it. Oh my gosh, y'all. Sorry for the brain fart, but it's gonna come back to me. It is gonna come back to me.
It'll come back.
Yeah, but I'm gonna touch on it because I want to say with me. Oh man, it ain't there right now, but it's gonna come back. So anyway, tell us about what events you do right now in track.
So my main event is the 400, which is one lap around the track. I've always run like the 2. I would dabble in like the 8 every now and then, which is 2 laps. But my main event, which I love, is the 400. So one lap, like that's my thing.
Better you than me.
Yeah, it's a hard race. It's not because I love it because it's not short, so it's not necessarily like a very, very short sprint, but it's not too long either. So it's right in the middle. So it will truly test like your speed endurance. So that's why I really love it.
I got you. So how you act on that second curve though? Once you get off that second curve, what is it like for you?
So really and truly, that's like the last 200 you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
The last 200 is when you just got to put in that effort, start picking it up. So gradually at the last 200, I'll start picking it up slowly but surely, getting my force back. And then that last 100, you just got to give it all you got.
Yeah.
But the 200 where you make that last 200, you should be making your move. Like you have to make your move right then. You can't necessarily hold back. That third 100 is the key to the race.
Yeah.
That's the key to the race, and I'm learning that now because that used to be my slowest part of the race, but that is the key, especially if you want to be on that elite level. Yeah, that third 100, that's the key to the 400.
I see some of my former college teammates in here. I believe he ran track. I'm gonna go ahead and spread out this question out to everybody. If you ran track, and you are in this live, go ahead and drop some smoke in the comments. I'm gonna only assume that you were fast if you ran track. So drop some smoke in the comments if you ran track. Being that we have T'sheila here with us tonight, Pro Track Star. So I was gonna say, Florida, where we got the fastest athletes, by far, arguably, the fastest state in the nation. When it came to me, I had football speed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't have that track speed, and that's where I was going right there with it. I didn't have that track speed. I had football speed. So, we got some smoke down there. What event did you do when you if you put that smoke down there? Let me know what events you did. But yeah, so when it came to running track, I was like, I ain't want no problems with that. You know what I'm saying? But see me on the football field, I beat you down on a 40-yard sprint down on kickoff. You know what I'm saying? Or I beat you sideline to sideline. That was my thing. I felt like I had football speed, but I left the track to the track guys. You know what I'm saying? It is different. And
it's funny you say that, the 40, because we all hate that question. Like anytime I tell somebody I run track, like, what's your 40 time?
What's your 40?
We don't run that.
Right. And I want to talk on that right there. So let me know, like, what is that like growing up, right? So What is that like growing up? How do you and your friends get up and go work out or go and train for track? You know what I'm saying? Because like again, when it comes to us football players, we'll go and we'll go out there, do some cone drills, some agility drills, and we'll also practice and test our 40. You know what I'm saying? And that even becomes competition at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? But how is that for y'all track stars, y'all track athletes? What do y'all do to get together and work on, like, compete within each other, but also working to get better?
So like what we do at practice?
Yeah. What's y'all practice looking like?
So basically, like, it was completely different in high school versus college. So in high school for practice, we normally will focus on like static stretching for like maybe 20 minutes or so before we actually got into our actual workout. But in college, we did like dynamic stretching. So we do drills first. You know, we'll do like little jogs and runs or whatever, and then we would get into our actual workout. So say our warm up actually is the longest part of practice. The warm up is longer than the actual workout.
I remember.
Yeah, the warm up takes about an hour, or a little under an hour. But our practice will be maybe, let's say, what did I do last week? So last week we did repeat 200. So run a 200, rest for like a minute, 30 seconds, run another one, and you had like 10 of those. And so that's a practice. Or we may do hills. We may do 5 times 200-meter hills, or we may do like a ladder, 450, 5 minutes rest, 350, 3 minutes rest, 250, you know, just all the way down. But it's a lot of running, basically. Speeding, I'm sprinting.
Are y'all practices pretty competitive? Do they get competitive, like amongst y'all as individuals, or like, nah, I'm out here, I'm gonna get these sprints in and I'm gone, you know, or nah, y'all talking trash to each other?
I wouldn't say competitive because, I mean, we train together. So it's not like, oh, I got to beat you. But every time you step on that track, you want to give it your all because you have to practice hard in order to run easy, you know, at the meets. So,
right.
It's hard race season.
Let me ask you, because I follow you, and if y'all don't follow T'Sheila, go ahead and follow her. Let me do that, man. See, look at this thing here, all different. I'm gonna go ahead and tag you down below. I'm gonna tag you down below. But what was I going to say? How have you adjusted to the new normal? You know what I'm saying? With us being in COVID and things like that. I peeped your story the other day, and it looked like y'all was getting kicked off the track. You know,
Yeah.
How has that been for y'all? You know what I'm saying? Because as athletes, we would think that we can go to any park, you know, open park and just do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? But how's that for y'all at this time?
Yeah, no, you would think so. It's crazy. Like I said, my coach is an Olympian, a world champion. Like, he's from Georgia. He's from Atlanta, actually. Like, he's known here. So you would think that he could finesse or have leverage when we go to places. But, yeah, they are really not having that. So it's rare to find a track that's open. And nobody's even out there. So I don't understand the issue with us being out there. So we're working on trying to, you know, put something in place so that we can have a track that we can practice on without any issues. Because we used to practice at Panthersville last year, but like I said, since COVID came, everything got shut down. So that's been a hard part. I know he's probably been a little frustrated about that, but we're gonna make it do, you know, what it does or whatever. Like, we're gonna find someone regardless, whether it be a field. We practice at Piedmont Park a lot too. I don't know if you're familiar with Piedmont Park, but we get a lot of work in out there because it's, you know, it's open all the time. But that's been a hard part, just finding somewhere to practice. Because when COVID first hit, we stopped training for like a month with everything going on. So, we're just going to see if they're even going to have the Olympics. They pushed them back to this summer. I hope they still have them, but that's still up in the air. And that really sucks because the Olympics is the highlight of track. You don't really see track until the Olympics.
Right.
I hate, but yeah, track isn't well known like football is, like basketball is, especially not. Oh, I would say not well known, but not supported as much. So that's literally our highlight. The Olympics is the highlight of track. So
and I would agree, because the Olympics is something that I planned on going to. You know what I'm saying? For the atmosphere, for the entertainment.
Right.
I think they're supposed to be in Tokyo or London this year. They're supposed to be in Tokyo. Yeah. So me and some friends had spoke about, you know, going out there just to, you know, get that experience, because when we see it on TV, it looks amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever attended one?
No, I have not.
No. Well, I'm saying not as a runner or you know, a qualifier, but just to go, just to see that, just to feel.
Nah.
No.
So I'm trying to think, like, when I first started running, I wasn't even thinking about the Olympics. I didn't really get into actually looking at the Olympics. I think '08 was the first time I actually saw track in the Olympics. '08, I watched it on TV. I think it was in Beijing. Yeah. And so I've been watching it since '08, but it's only been like 3 Olympics since then. So I was too young to go.
Right,
So
right, right.
everything
Yeah,
goes
it's
to
crazy how they do that every 4 years.
Yeah.
I wonder what's the motive behind that, where they get that from. But I guess it give y'all enough time. I see a meme. What Usain Bolt put a meme out there. He was like, I trained however many years, or whatever this and that, for the Olympics to come, for him to run
Less
whatever
than
he ran in,
50
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's like we train all year. I'm just trying to run under 50 seconds, and I'm
50
training all
seconds.
like it's crazy.
Right, right, right.
But that's what it is, though.
Yeah. So, throughout not college, but throughout high school, what was that like for you, as a track star? How is it? I know it's different because y'all run track. Y'all are individuals. It's not necessarily. It is a team, but y'all running as individuals. Did y'all get a lot of spotlight? Out there in North Carolina, things like that. How did you feel as being like a true athlete at the high school level, and even transitioning into college?
I think the reason that I'm still going now is because like I really do it for me. Like I don't do it for attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it to be recognized. I do it because I love to do it. Like it's in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because in high school, I went to a football school. So the high school I went to was Independence High School in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was known for football. My school were state champions for 8 years in a row. Like they were undefeated for 8 years.
Okay.
Like they not lose. So football is what you knew my school for. People didn't even look at the track team for real. So when I came, of course I did really well, but I didn't get that recognition, which I was cool with because I'm not doing it for y'all anyway. But people who were in the track, they knew who I was, and people who were in the sports like that a little bit knew who I was. Football team knew who I was because they ran track, but I didn't really. I didn't feel like I received a lot of recognition. Like I said,
Right.
but my school was a football school, and track, like I said, track isn't it's not a huge sport. You have to really be into track to follow it for real too.
Right.
So,
Well, so what we're speaking on right now, I just wanted to shed some light on it, right? So, as a track star, as a track athlete in high school, or maybe even at the collegiate level, due to other sports, you may not have or get that much recognition, that you may like or may want, or whatever this and that. That's just what's come with the sport. But I think, with times that we're in right now, with technology and things of that nature, marketing and stuff like that, I think like now is the time to take advantage of that as an athlete, no matter what sport. You know what I'm saying? So some things that I've been suggesting out there to some young college athletes to help them market themselves or grow a brand for themselves is to just go around campus wherever they go to school at and ask people, do they know the people that play that sport? You know what I'm saying? So I just think like, and it's just something I'm trying to expand on with branding, again, for college athletes that are now about to get paid, for playing that sport or whatever this and that. Like just to think, like, imagine if you were back in high school or even college and you go around campus like, hey, do you know who the fastest guy on the track team is? Do you know who the fastest female on the track team is? You know what I'm saying? And just kind of building a brand for yourself, or just building a name for yourself that way, just getting more involved, outside of actively playing that sport. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I just I put out there. I like to put out there for those who are looking to build a brand, or build a name for themselves in sports. What do you think about that? Like, what's your take on that, with how times are now with marketing and things of that nature?
I definitely say that. They should, I guess, begin to build their. And I think Instagram, social media now is crazy. Like when I was in high school, I feel like all we had was MySpace, and of course, back then I did post my races and stuff on there, so a lot of people did know who I was. But I really feel like kids these days should definitely take advantage. I think they are. I know some high school track athletes who are really great, who have like over 100K followers. People know they know who they are. So I think they're actually doing that now. Actually.
You said from what you see, you said they know who they are. Is it because of what they do on the track, or are they involved in things off the track? Do they do community service type things of this and that nature to help bring awareness to their name and their brand?
From what I see, it looks like it's basically like they're known because of track. So I guess if they are doing community service and things outside of track, of course, it's going to shed light on that because they already have that huge following from track.
Right.
But I know back when I was in high school, like we did community service as a team too. Like it came with it. Even in college too, we did community service in college. And I'm a Delta, so of course community service came with that as well. So yeah. If I answered your question,
no, you
answered your question.
No, you did. You're good. some here. I want to ask, how many medals you have? How many medals do you have? Yeah.
That's the thing. And most of them are at my mom's house, so I can't even have them here behind me or whatever. But I can't even answer that question because I started getting
Roughly.
medals at 11 years old. So I have medals, I have ribbons, I have trophies. If we're talking about college, when I was a conference champion, I was a state champion in high school.
State
So I
champion.
have so many. I can't even.
How did that feel? Becoming a state champion in high school again? You know, Florida. You know, the fastest nation, fastest state in the nation, man. My high school was crazy. It's crazy. So I mainly played football. I played basketball as well, but I also did track. I was on the track team. Middle school, I did field events. I was a field event guy. Again, I won the fast. I ran. I was fast in football. I won fast on the track. So my middle school team, we won the championship in middle school, and then my high school team, Miami South Red Spartans, in high school, we won the championship as well. We had some of the fastest people in the nation running there. But you heard of them?
I've heard of Miami. Like, Florida has fast people, period. Because there was a couple of people that ran AAU with me in my age group, or USATF my age group, and they were fast, and they were from Florida.
But yeah, I expected that. But how does that feel as a state champion? You know, at the high school level.
You know
what was that experience like?
That's all I worked so hard that year to become state champion because I knew I had it in me. Like, when I tell you I worked so hard, I worked extremely hard that year. And I'll never forget, after I won, you know, I was on a high for a little bit. But I remember telling one of my friends, Jamil, he was there. I was like, probably like 20 minutes after I won, I was like, I feel regular. He was like, you think you would feel different? I'm like, yeah, I thought it would last a little bit longer than this. So I literally, because I feel like after I won, it's cool. But now it's on the outdoor. So I have to maintain it. So yeah, I'm a state champion. And I love the fact that I accomplished that. But I'm always okay, now it's on to the next. Can I maintain it? Can I win? Can I win outdoor? You know what I'm saying? So it was an amazing feeling. Like, I still wear my ring to this day for one of the best accomplishments I ever did. But I thought I would, I can explain, I thought I would feel a little bit different. I thought the feeling of being on top would last a little longer. But
it's still lasting, because once a champ, always a champ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So I can always say that. So that's
right.
That's very true. It was hard to accomplish. It was not easy at all.
You mentioned that was one of the one of the most hardworking moments, you know what I'm saying, of maybe of your career, high school career. So when you put in that hard work equals results. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna have success.
Right.
With the success that you were having, you know, whether it be just getting faster or, you know, learning new things about yourself. Let me ask you, what adversity did you hit? What adversity did you come across when training and working hard to become a state championship, or even in college, or even now as a pro athlete? Like, have you ever come across any adversity when it came to, you know, the sport of track?
When you say adversity, like, what do you mean?
Just adversity. Have you come across any tough obstacles? Like, was there anything like had you ever sprained the ankle and it was like it put you out of like, you know, any adversity, any tough moments?
So up until like a couple years ago, I had been very lucky. You know, I hadn't had any major injuries. I think maybe the hardest thing I had to come across when I was in college was like burnout. I felt like I was burnt out at a certain point. I felt like my body needed a rest. But yeah, I hadn't pulled a hamstring, knock on wood, or nothing like that. But I think the hardest thing that I had to overcome was, I'm known for being strong. I'm known for pushing through. But 4 years ago, my boyfriend at the time, he passed away in my presence. Like, he died right in front of me. Right. So me, I'm a person who, I'm known for my strength. I'm known for pushing through. I'm known for constantly, you know, I'm going to keep going no matter what. But for some reason, when he died, mind you, 9 months before he passed away, my best friend of 17 years, she passed away. She was at the wrong place at the wrong time. So she was trying to kill. So she died, and that hit me hard. But then 9 months later, he died in my presence. So actually seeing somebody die, actually seeing life leave someone, it literally shook me. Like, track is my everything. Whenever I'm feeling low, whenever I'm feeling down, I'll go run. But running didn't feel the same. Like, I was super depressed. Like, I never stopped reps at practice. At practice, in the middle of a rep, I literally would just stop. Yeah, like, I can't do that. I didn't have it in me. I didn't have any fight. I literally was that broken, because seeing him die, it just literally, it messed me up.
What about the meets though? You say that was practice. You would stop during practice reps, but what about in meets? Like, how did you channel that when it came to the track meets?
Let me see. He died January 2017. So And it's crazy because so like he died, took like a month off. That I ran a couple times that year. I didn't finish that season. I ran a couple times that year, and I ran pretty okay. I ran pretty okay that year. But the following year, I feel like that's when it really hit me at practice. That's when I would stop at practice. That's when I would just wake up not wanting to go to practice. So it was an up and down thing. It was kind of what I said. Right after he died, I was able to still run well, but I think it didn't really sit in until months later. And it was a hard thing for me to get over because even running at those meets, I felt like I didn't want to be there, but I just had to push myself through it.
Right.
Because I just felt empty. I didn't have any track. It didn't fulfill me anymore. Nothing fulfilled me. So that was a very hard point in my life because at that point track was all I knew. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. So how am I supposed to live? I can't.
Right. Oh no, that's big. You know, anytime you know someone's life is taken away from us. You know what I'm saying? Or a close friend, a long distance friend, someone we may not talk to for years, but that's definitely always going to take a toll on you. That's always going to impact you in a way where you could either, you know, take it and have tremendous success, or, you know, may have a little bump in the road and, you know, have to battle that tough time, you know what I'm saying, and push through. So I commend you for that. You know what I'm saying? Now you still here, you're still running, you're still, you know, out here becoming working toward becoming an Olympian. You know, I see that in your future for you because I see you working hard. I see you putting that work in with your teammates and things of that nature there. So if I had to say anything, you know, again, it's sad to hear, you know, you lost your loved ones. But, you know, just going forward, continue to use it, you know, to push you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine them being on that track with you. You know what I'm saying? Holding your blocks. You know what I'm saying? You know, imagine them holding your blocks for you. And they talking, go ahead, you know, smoke them and all that. So, you know, that's what I would tell you, you know, to help you, you know, continue to get over that right there. If that's ever continuously still impacting your, you know, your efforts. Let me see here. Hey, everybody who tapping in, I appreciate y'all for tapping in real quick. Hit that paper airplane at the bottom right corner. Share this to your friends and family, all your sports heads, all your track athletes. Again, we have our first lady of In Fact the Friday Live, T'sheila, here joining us, sharing with us, again, her true testimony, y'all. We've talked about, you know, her experience of being a pro athlete, her experience of and her journey of becoming a pro athlete. So let me ask you right now, what motivates you as being a pro athlete? You know.
Just honestly, like the will to win. I want to be on top, and it's been that way since I was a little girl. Like I just want to be number one, and I feel like I was born with this innate feeling or this desire to be on top. Like there's something inside of me that's burning that I have to feed. You know, just my will. My will is my strongest characteristic, I would say, because you may be faster than me, you may be smarter than me or whatever, but I'm gonna put in more work. He will outwork me. Right. So my work ethic is a huge part of why I am where I am today.
Now, you said your will, you know, so I'm gonna drop a book out there that I read. It's called Average Skill, Phenomenal Will. You know, from Eric Thomas. It's actually a free book. So if you go to
Eric Thomas. I like Eric Thomas. I love him.
You can go grab that book, or one of 3 or 4 of his free books that he got on his website. Go on there, and you can grab one of his free books. He'll send it off to you. But that's a book there that has a lot of diamonds in it that I would say that everybody should take advantage of and read. You know what I'm saying? Speaking about your will, you know, having that phenomenal will is going to create and generate a lot of success for you. You went to North Carolina, Charlotte. You got a full ride there. Was that the only offer that you had in track? What kept you wanting to stay close to home and choosing North Carolina, Charlotte?
So what happened? So I had like 4 other offers. Well, that really came through. So UNC Charlotte was one. Georgetown, I went on an official visit to Georgetown. I went on an official visit to LSU. And Chapel Hill was also interested in me. But it really came down to Charlotte. Well, a lot of people are like, why do you want to stay home? But I mean, I had a full ride. UNC Charlotte is highly slept on. Let me say that. It is an amazing school. It's growing every single year. I loved it there. I loved it. I wouldn't. I mean, if I could go back, I wouldn't change my decision, honestly, because I had an amazing time there. The staff is great. Like, I love my teammates. And again, I feel like it's the perfect school. The only downfall was that it was where I'm from. It's at home. But I didn't want that to get in the way of me, missing out on the opportunity. So Yeah, I love UNC Charlotte. They had everything that you ever needed on campus. Every single thing. We got a post office on campus. We got a hair salon on campus. Like,
Yeah.
who has that? Like, we have everything you ever need on campus. So, yeah.
What was it about it? Was it just the feeling of how you felt going on a visit and going there, or was it because it was close to home? Did you have friends and family that you didn't want to leave? Was it the convenience of going back home? And with that as well, with you being close to home, were there any distractions? Were there any things that were getting in your way that was kind of deterring you from reaching the level of success you wanted for yourself?
I think the main reason I chose Charlotte was because the coach that recruited me at the time, he was also recruiting like other top athletes out of Charlotte and out of North Carolina, and they had already committed. And one thing about me, I always wanted to be a part of a strong team. Like I always wanted to run on a strong 4x4 because growing up, it was just me. In my high school, it really was just me for real. So I wanted to be a part of a team that I knew would succeed. Like I just always wanted to be on a relay that I knew would succeed. So that was one of the main reasons I chose Charlotte, because he had a good incoming freshman class. And I knew that we would dominate. We definitely dominated our conference day 10. But I'm staying at home. No, I didn't have any distractions or anything like that. Like I'm not easily distracted. So me being at home, I barely went home anyway. Home was like 15 minutes down the street. I barely went there. Maybe to watch clothes or something like that. I didn't want to pay for it at school. But yeah, I barely went home. I didn't feel like I was at home. But it was also good because I was at home, so I knew my city, I knew my surroundings, I knew where to go, where not to go. So it had its perks. Going to school in Charlotte, and it's a growing city too. I feel like it's the best city in North Carolina. So I love UNC Charlotte.
I got you. Let me see here. Hey, if y'all got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm sorry I didn't inform y'all that we are open to questions. So if you have any questions, again, drop them in the comment section below. Definitely gonna get those questions answered. Or you can even hit the question icon at the bottom, and again, we will get those questions answered. Down there in the comments, you say something?
They had asked the question. I have some old ones. I don't have any new ones. So you might see some interviews of me from college on YouTube, but not anything major for real. Trying to get
like, what about like I'm saying, like any events? Like, could they find you running at any?
So if they Google my name or they put my name on YouTube, like stuff will pop up.
Yeah. Hey, y'all heard what she said. Google
Not the greatest stuff, but stuff will pop up.
Hey, Google her, like she said.
Some things will pop up.
Hey, my boy Kimoko, what's going on, man? Appreciate you tapping in. That's Kimoko Toure. I interviewed him on season 1, so he's one of our season 1 interviewees and guests. Currently playing with the Colts right now, back in that thing, recovering from his injury, back out there on the field, doing his thing. Let me see here. Hey, I see that you ran indoor track and outdoor track. What's the difference? Like, which one do you like better? Do you prefer indoor track or outdoor track?
Indoor, the track is smaller, and of course we're inside. So indoor, the track is 200 meters. So really and truly, indoor, I feel like, to me, indoor is a little cutthroat for my event because outdoors, you have a whole lane to yourself. You're on your lane the entire time. But indoors, you don't. Indoors, you have to cut in at a certain point. So everybody fighting to be the first one to cut in. So or stuff like that. So indoors is a little more cutthroat for my event.
So y'all get physical out there on that track.
Some people fall. Some people get put. I mean, it happens. I've never tripped anybody. People have tripped, spiked somebody on the back of the hill, accident maybe, and then they fall. Yeah, indoor can be. That's the only thing about indoor. It can get a little messy. But
you think some of that stuff intentional?
Like, I don't think so. I wouldn't do it. So I don't think so. Hey, Mel. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Like, I want to know. I want to know that competitive factor is like within track. Like, again, because on the football field, if I'm lining up against the offensive lineman, I'm gonna talk some trash. If I'm at receiver, I'm going against the DB, I'm gonna talk some trash. But like, when y'all get in them blocks, is there any trash talking? Like, or when y'all getting
the men might do that. The girls, we're cool with each other. Like, we'll be like, oh, hey, girl, like, what's up? Oh, good luck, girl. Like, good luck. I mean, once we get on the track, we're zoned in. But before and after, we're cool. Like, oh, good job, good run. Like, after our race, we're like, oh, good run. Like, we're supportive.
Nah, that's beef.
Yeah.
You beat me?
Yeah, we're supportive to one another. Yeah, it's like trash talking. We're not good sportsmanship. We're not doing that yet.
Oh, look, in that track, I'm talking trash. I'm talking straight trash. And that's the thing. You got to be fast. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that you finna win if you can be out there talking trash. Cause you out there talking trash and you coming in fourth, fifth, last. It's like,
Exactly.
hey, man, don't say nothing else to me. You know what I'm saying? But I think that make, in my eyes, I feel like that'll make track a lot more interesting. Having people,
People do trash talk now. I just don't do it.
right.
People do trash talk, especially like I said, specifically like the men. They gonna trash talk. Like
They
my
gonna
teammates.
trash talk.
Oh my god, my teammates do it all the time. Guys on my team, they're hilarious. They do it all the time. Like they trash talk all the time.
That's crazy.
So
And then
they competitive. They are.
you talk trash and then you get beat. What you say? Like walking off. You just all right.
Yeah, they be like, oh, okay, all right, bro, you got it that time. Like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah, you just gotta play it off like that. That's how they play it off.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, y'all. If y'all have any questions, please go ahead and drop them below. I have some more questions here for you that I'm getting to.
Sure.
What advice would you give to anybody who's looking to follow in your steps and looking to become a pro athlete?
I would just say follow your dreams and never give up, because you're gonna come across obstacles. You're gonna want to quit, but you really, really have to love what you do and be persistent and consistent. But my main thing is just never giving up, no matter what. If it's really truly what you want to do, then fight for it and go for it.
Yeah. Let me ask you. So, if you did not, want to run track, like, what did you know what you wanted to do? What did you go to college for? And like, again, if track didn't work out for you, did you have a backup plan? Like, tell me about that.
So my major in college was kinesiology. Then I changed it to health communications. But that's honestly a good question, because when I first started running track, my goal wasn't to become an Olympian. I was just running because I liked to do it when I was a kid. And as I got better and I saw that could be a possibility, I was like, okay, maybe I could do this. But I think about that all the time. I mean, I just like health and fitness anyway. That's why I started my, Pro Connoisseur personal training business, because I just want to help others reach their goals and remain healthy. But I always think like, dang, if I could go back to school, would I have changed my major? I think about that to this day. I honestly can't even tell you, because I don't know. Like, if I wasn't running track really shaped me into who I am today. So I really don't know where I would be right now if it wasn't for track. I'm still trying to answer that question myself.
No, I feel you.
I really don't know for real.
No, I feel like that's what a lot of athletes. That's where a lot of athletes are. You know what I'm saying? We all get to that point. We invest so much of our life into a sport, that we want to excel at and succeed at, have the greatest amount of success, even at a professional level, that we put everything else on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? And again, I went to college personally and earned a communications degree. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I work at Verizon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in the field of I kind of am in the field because I'm speaking with people every day. I got a communications degree. But like, I really did not know what I wanted to do outside of playing football. Like, I had never thought about it. I had never even tried anything outside of football to see if I would like it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think I think we all in a tough space at that time, when it comes to, hey, college is over, what we going to do next? I got this degree, what am I going to do next? You know what I'm saying? So for those out there who don't know what they're going to do after playing their sport, college sport or whatever, right now I would say just research some things, try some things, get uncomfortable. That's something that I learned throughout 2020, becoming uncomfortable, trying something that you never tried before. At first you probably definitely gonna shy away from it or turn the cheek to it, like, nah, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't see myself doing that. I don't know about that. But try it. You know what I'm saying? Just try it. Got Coach Reeman tapped in on here, man. That was my college roommate. He from knowing them, and playing football, again, we all have dreams of becoming pros. You know what I'm saying? And right now he's transitioned away from becoming a pro scout, a pro scout, professional football scout. You know what I'm saying? He now has a clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? He has a clothing brand that's going global. And even international. So shout out to Coach Reeman in there. Y'all go and check out his merchandise. But you also dropped a word in there, Core Connoisseur. Tell us about Core Connoisseur, because I see that is your brand, your personal fitness brand. How did that come about?
That came about, like, I was just thinking about, okay, like you said, outside of track, what do I want to do? Okay, you love to work out. And I was already working in the gym. So I work at the Vibe Ride. It's a fitness, a small fitness studio, cycling studio. kind of boutique style in Midtown Atlanta. So just working there, I grew a love for fitness, outside of track. So that pushed me to become certified as a personal trainer, so I could start teaching classes there, which I did. I was like, you know what? I want to have my own brand. Eventually, I want to have my own gym like this, because my boss, or two of my bosses, it's a black-owned gym by two black women, so they really inspired me. So eventually, that's what I want to have. I want to have my own small box gym. So I just took those steps, started my personal trainer, teaching classes, started my own brand. I have a few clients now, helping them reach their daily goals.
What was that last part you said?
I said I have a few clients now, helping them reach their daily goals.
Oh, okay.
So that's just how that came about. Basically working in that gym, seeing them, becoming inspired, teaching classes, just started moving up.
Y'all hear that? So if you are within the Atlanta area, or if you're thinking about coming and moving to Atlanta, if you're even here for a weekend and need some workout, hit up T'sheila. Go follow Core Connoisseur, and she will get you right. And just to top that off, hey, don't start working out. Not only you, but anybody on the other side of this camera, just tuning in and watching. If you playing sports, all right, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Enjoy your weekend. Happy New Year. But if you playing any sports, don't start working out after. That's gonna be the probably the biggest regret. Stop working out after. I made that mistake. And I'm trying to find myself getting back into that. So you probably come see me. I'll probably come tap in with you, and get a few workouts in with you one day, just to get my body back right and going. Got to for sure. T'sheila, you definitely shared a tremendous and amazing story with us, a true testimony. I definitely got Tavares King tapping in. Appreciate you tapping in. I appreciate you tapping in with us and sharing your story. We have a lot of people that I'm pretty sure have been inspired by your testimony. Again, you dealt with some things that we may all deal with, but, affected differently. You know what I'm saying? You had a close, boyfriend at the time, that, was passed away and things of that nature, which is tough, So I know with you overcoming, that time right there is truly inspiring to all of us, you know what I'm saying, to definitely push through and to keep working on it, keep working on things that we're working on. So with that being said, with everybody that's gonna tap into this live tonight, the main reason why we're doing this show, why we're doing this live, and the title of the live, If Factor Friday. So T'sheila, I'm gonna ask you, what is your if factor?
My if factor is like my why.
Pretty much, if there was any defining moment within your career that has played a role into you becoming the pro athlete that you are today, can you share that with us? Or if it's your why, what's your why? Yeah.
Defining moment. I was thinking about that. I'm like, dang, what is my? Because it's just so many things.
And I expected that. We all have multiple, because it's more so really just a thought provoking question. You know what I'm saying? Because anything gonna pop up in your mind, but like what comes to mind first, or what weighs the most to you when it comes to your if factor?
Why I do what I do. I feel like the reason I do what I do is because I was born with this strong will to succeed, and I just have a passion for pushing myself beyond any limits. Like when I'm out running, I truly test my limits and see how far I can go, and I love that I can do that and that I control. Like I was telling you earlier, I love the fact that I control how far I go in this sport. Like it's solely on me and it's on nobody else, and I love having that accountability. So yeah, that's because I don't really have a defining moment as to, this is why I do what I do. But I would say for example, like when I won my state championship, there are plenty of times I get in the blocks and I'm like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Or I'm at practice, I'm like, oh my God, why am I putting myself through this? But then after I put in all that work and I'm on that podium, and I see all my hard work has paid off, I'm like, okay, this is why I do what I do, because nobody else can say they did this but me. This is all me,
Right.
Everybody else. So I say moments like that would be my F factor. Seeing my medals, seeing my trophies, putting on that Team USA uniform, being able to say I did that and I made it that far.
I got you. That makes sense. I respect that.
Like, I'm like, does that sound?
No, yeah, it definitely that's your if factor. I definitely appreciate that, and I rock with that there. So again, appreciate you for tuning in, checking in with us tonight. Hey, I did not forget, y'all. Look, throughout the week, I posted a giveaway. Right, there were some instructions for y'all to follow. We were giving away some of T'Sheila's resistant bands. Okay, I'm gonna show you what they look like. I got them right here in front of me. Right, but we will not be giving these away today. Right, because people tend to not read all the time, so I don't think
Oh
they got
yeah.
the instructions on how to qualify or enter the giveaway. Right, so we're gonna do it again and probably come up with a different strategy there. But these are the resistant bands. Okay, right
Go.
here. Core Connoisseur. It is signed by T'Sheila. Okay. Got a signature on there, signed by a Pro Track Star. Right. So this one here, this thing smells like new. Right. And and then we have another one. I guess that's for the Georgia peaches, for those who trying to get them peaches right.
Right.
So y'all just check out my page sometime throughout the week. We definitely gonna bounce back with another giveaway. And I also do want to shout out T'Sheila Core Connoisseur fitness page as our black business to support. That's something that I want to incorporate going forward on this season here. Shouting out a lot of our black businesses and just getting more support and love from the outside world. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to see you continue to excel with your personal goals and even with your business goals regarding Core Connoisseur. So keep it up. Again, for those who have tapped in, please go and follow T'Sheila. I have her pen. The pen went somewhere. I don't even see it with me. And now it's right there. Follow her personal page, y'all. She is definitely. I would like to see her running in the Olympics. Right. I'm pretty sure she's gonna work hard. She's been working hard, training hard. Y'all go follow her journey, follow her story. And we look forward to seeing you out there.
Thanks, Mel.
Thanks, Mel. Appreciate that, man. T'Sheila, anything you want to share? Any last words you want to speak on?
Well, just thank you for bringing me on. You know what I'm saying? I was a little nervous or whatever, but I'm glad it was a great interview. And just I guess appreciate the support.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Again, I was interested in learning more about other sports, other athletes and their backstories. To be honest with you, and I'm 2 years, and I bring it up. I'm about a little over 2 years with growing these locks, but I probably definitely came across you and your team at a point, or team you work out with at a gym that I was working out at.
Like, you said that One Life Fitness, right?
One Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Perimeter Mall.
Yeah.
We still work out there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I was thinking like, man, I'm pretty sure she was with all those people that tend to work out in there. Y'all were coming in there very often. Y'all coming in, y'all hitting them weights, y'all doing box jumps, then y'all going to hit the pool. And I'm
Yep.
They serious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I say they serious. Right. Let me ask you though. Mm-hmm. Right, so you are the first lady here on It Factor Friday Live, but I want to know if there was anyone else that you would want to share their testimony here on It Factor Friday Live that you can also help us get in contact with and get on this show. Who would you have in mind?
You want another track star? That's mainly after like what I.
Yeah, they can be a track star. I would love to speak with another track athlete, another track star, but they can be from any sport.
And let's see. Let's see. I would say my girl Amber, but she deleted her Instagram. But she might come back on for an interview. But she runs track with me as well. She went to Tennessee State.
Okay.
Amazing runner. She's a hurdler actually. Amber Hughes. So.
Amber, you got lucky, Amber, because I was just about to share this live with you, but T'Sheila say you don't have your IG no more. So you say Amber. Anyone else in mind?
She has her Instagram, but she deleted the app. But she has it still up. But if I tell her, then she will. Also, maybe you know what? Paris probably. I love Paris Simmons. He runs track with me as well. Paris, great dude. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So Paris and Amber.
Yeah, Paris Amber.
Hey, speak to them. Let them know. Put a bug in their ear, because I will be reaching out to them and
Okay.
look forward to speaking with them and having them share their testimony and what their journey was like to become the pro athletes that y'all are. Okay.
I got
All
you.
right. Again, appreciate you. Hey, everybody. Happy New
Thank
Year.
you
It
so
is
much.
January 1st, 2021. Be safe out there tonight. It is Friday. It feels like a Sunday, but it is Friday. It is Friday, y'all. So enjoy y'all night. Be safe. Have fun. Tap into my IG live throughout the week, y'all. I will be sharing our next guest coming up on In Fact the Friday Live. Tap in with me next Friday, y'all. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, y'all. So we just wrapped up In Fact the Friday Live, episode 1 of season 2 with T'sheila Mungo. Y'all can definitely rerun this, replay this on my IGTV. Y'all will see it shortly right after I end this live. But again, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Hey, we're going to run back that giveaway, okay? So for those who like to work out, who's starting to work out for 2021, I got Core Connoisseur Fitness Resistant Bands, right, by T'sheila Mungo here with us. So please pay attention to the giveaway instructions and rules if you guys want to enter that giveaway and win some. Grandma, I got a resistant band for you. I just need you to sign up, okay? Let's get them squats in. get some of the resistant band stretches in. But hey, I appreciate y'all. And if y'all ever want to hear from any other guests, please go ahead and hit me up in my DM. I will do my best to reach out to them. We have some very great guests, some very great professionals this season. Just can't wait to get in touch with them all and share their stories with you guys. I appreciate you. I love y'all. Good night.